to the Wager Makers Podcast with Webb and Smitt.
Brick by brick, baby. I'm freaking out, Webb.
I was told there'd be no man. Stupidity's going to be an asset. What a bunch of crybabies.
Hello, my name is Steve Smith, and this is Rob Weber. Say hey, Webb.
Hello. What's up, Smitt?
What's up, Webb? That's Webb. I'm Smitt. We are the Wager Makers, something like that.
That's right. Wager Makers
Thank you all
podcast.
for joining us. We got lots of football to talk about. The season is moving right along.
Yeah,
we're past midway in the NFL. The college is like really dwindling down. It's almost getting to that sad time of year. We're like, damn, we got a few weeks left, but it's we're not that far away from the Army-Navy game. That always
that's right. That's Thursday night.
Exactly. We're in big trouble.
State,
so
Mississippi, the Turkey Day games, and then the suicide survivors over. So that's even tells you we're kind of deep into it now too.
Yep. Webb, this is Wager Maker Podcast number 109.
Number 9. That's 109 hours approximately, plus all the behind the scene works that we've done. I can't believe it. I'm still shocked. I don't know if anyone else believes. Maybe it's harder for other people to believe than me, but it's pretty damn hard to believe.
Yeah, and 109 of these is it's not as easy as maybe make it look.
We don't make it. Yeah, we make it look way easy. I know. Obviously, we're going to go with Drew Brees. I didn't even really look at anybody else. I knew, there's no sense in, pushing a rock uphill.
Drew Brees. I was prepared for some big argument tonight after last week, but obviously Drew Brees is the man, number 9. Honorable mention out to Craig Nettles, but I think Gordie Howe in hockey. I think that's the name I saw came up on the jersey numbers, but obviously my man is going to be Drew Brees on the jersey number situation, but. I wanted to give honorable mention to one of my favorite Yankees of all time growing up. Craig Nettles was number 9, playing that hot corner over there at third base, coming up with the big stops against the Dodgers back in the day. He was one of my favorites growing up, Craig Nettles. But obviously,
he was one of the, I guess, more underrated Yankees. You don't really hear his name mentioned ever.
Right. Well, he was good. Good, solid Yankee. Played good D. Got some good hits. Got some big hits. Got hits for power a little bit. I mean, he was good. Good third baseman during those years where they won a couple, some World Series in the 70s. I don't know if there were a couple, but they won back when they were winning before they went to shit like in the 80s and 90s for years and years. He was with the teams with the Thurman Munson, the Ron Guidry, the Bucky Dent, all those teams.
Billy Randolph, Chris Chambliss.
Yeah. Caught the pop up at the end of one of those games. It was real famous. Him catching the pop up and kind of jumping up and down a little bit. Craig Nettles was a good man, but obviously Drew Brees is my man on this number 9. Easy pickings.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you think I was going to come with Romo? That would be no.
I didn't think you'd come with Romo, but you kind of diss on my man Breeze once in a while, so I just expect it out of you sometimes. You get a little feisty. Well, sometimes you get a little feisty. He must be in a good mood today or something.
He's a little, system quarterback, but he deserves it.
Well, it's funny, Webb. I was talking about that last week. We were talking about a little bit. So is Drew Brees a system quarterback? They won all kinds of games without him with Teddy Bridgewater. They won all kinds of games without him last year with even Taysom Hill.
All kinds of games.
I think they were 4-2 or something like that. They were 5-0 without him. The year with Bridgewater, they were 5-0 without. That's Drew
not
Brees.
Like a years of consistency or anything. Like Brees was there, he made all. He was on 3 teams. That's just going to tell you that it took him to find someone to get with. That's all I'm saying. And they're wrong being a system quarterback. I mean, look at Mac Jones fell into a good place. These dudes you fall into the right place. It changes everything.
Well, I think Drew Brees made the Saints were perennial for the last 15 years in the top 5 in total offense. They're way down the bottom of the league, I think, at this point this year without Drew Brees in.
Well,
in
right. So you're proving my point there a little bit, aren't you?
No, I'm going against that. Otherwise, the system would still have them in the top 5 quarterbacks, no matter top 5 offense.
The system wasn't. He just fell into the right place. If he wasn't there, he would not be as good, and vice versa. But it worked out. It's good for him.
Vice versa is all I'm saying is vice versa as well.
Good for him
as well. It's not like the dude is only good because of the Sean Payton deal, because that's not the facts. But anyway, big news this week, Webb. Big news. You mentioned it. Survivor. Big congrats to Rev G. This dude, he won $500 on the college pick'em last year. And he won $500 this year on Survivor. He had Dallas, who I should have had in the big pool this week. And he picked Dallas. And my man Blanchard This is the tough one in Survivor Web when your team gets the tie and it never ends, it never fails. Everybody's when a tie, like, oh, is that surviving? Is that surviving?
All right, no.
Unfortunately,
Gotta win to move on. Ties you lose.
Ties are for losers. But
it happened to me, I think, definitely once when McNabb was the quarterback of the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles. I want to say they tied like Cincinnati or Cleveland or something like that.
The Browns. Yeah.
I remember that. Funny how those things stick out. That was a few years ago, even probably.
Yeah. Well, McNabb, I mean, he was on the Eagles.
Right. It's funny how those things stick out. And there's always controversy. It's a tie. Move on. But anyway, I had to break the news. Blanchard texted me Sunday afternoon, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I knew what this text was about.
Yeah.
Is a win a move on? Is a win move on? I said no. Nope, I got some bad news. Brother, anyway, let me give a shout out. If you're looking for a DJ in the New Orleans area, my man Blanchard plays all kinds of private parties. A DJ for You is the website. You can check him out. He didn't win the $500, but I'm at least giving him a shout out here on
give him a little plug. And that's 2 years in a row, like you said. Gary's won twice now, so
two different styles.
That's right. Not the same thing exactly. Did he win? I thought he might have split some with Wheatley last year. Did he win the whole thing?
Maybe he split with Little Saint Goat. Little Saint Goat was in there on the college pick'em. Yeah. So
either way.
Yeah, good job. Hey, great job. You lasted. There was 41 entries and lasted all the way.
Yeah, 41.
And so good on you. Webb, the wager maker college pick'em pool is getting tight, bro. It's
John Morgan. I got some shit from him. He went 9-1. 2 weeks ago? Did we mention that even? I don't remember.
No, probably not. It might have been one of those weeks when we were
off. Maybe. Okay. Sorry about that, Johnny. Go Rangers. Yeah, he was 9-1, so he's got to be kind of up there, right?
John Morgan. Do you know what his I don't see his name.
And I think maybe I thought maybe that's what it was. We didn't have his handle, right?
There's MK 717 is actually in first place with 60 and 50, but he's tied with me and Scott Wheatley. Each have 5 and 5 was good enough. 5 and 5 was good enough for me to move up a couple slots
I can't
there.
Even get to 5. Huh? Yeah, wow.
So the 3 people at 60, me, Scott, and MK 717, and then Polish Power is 59, and Rev G is right there, 58.
Oh, look at that.
Buck cracks 57. Honorable mention to Lojo this week had an 8-2 record.
He was in first, right? That's what guys were talking about. They said Lojo. Who's Lojo? And I'm like, yeah.
No, Lojo's back a little bit. Now? Yeah, he's been back a little bit, but Polish was up there for a while in first place. He's one back, and like I said, three people up there for tied for first right now. And I did get verification.
Yeah, that's my question.
On your pool, I wanted to talk about that. Okay, so the last week of the season for this is going to be college week 14,
which is when? That's only 3 more weeks.
Which is you got 3 weeks of picks, 2 weeks, and then there's 2 weeks. And then it's the conference championship weeks, but there might not even be 10, not even 10 that week that to choose from, because we usually do the big conferences. So you can pick probably the USC Cal game, which has been postponed to that. And then they have the Big Ten championship, ACC championship, SEC championship, and then maybe some of the other ones.
They wouldn't include the semis, like they wouldn't do the Bama Georgia game. Before.
No, that's going to be the SEC championship.
Wasn't that isn't that the SEC East or whatever? And then
no, I think they're I don't think it plays that way. Just the top of the East plays the top of the West.
Oh,
Bama's in the different.
Right.
Bama's in a different one. So, but that will be on week 14. So anyway, it's this week, and then next week, and then the championship week, and that's 3 weeks left of this pool. So in case there's anything that you're not sure of.
So if you're down a couple, you better get going.
Yeah, you need to get rolling. Right. And if you're up there, it ain't the time for a 2-7 or 2-8.
Right.
If you're up there, 6 and 4s is what you need every 3 weeks, and you get shit. If you could pop an 8-2 this week, that'd be nice.
Right. That might change. Yeah, right.
All right. So yeah, big. So, and maybe look, we get a little bit extra sponsors. I want to thank again with the 500 going. That was going to Rev G. Thank you again, MN3 Technologies and Nick Perrone, Wilbur Investigations, the Buffalo Grill in Little Rock, Arkansas, and everybody else who contributes to the show. But if we are lucky, we can maybe set up one for the college bowl picks, and we'll just the whole slate of college bowl picks, pick everyone. Maybe we can do one of those ones where you rank them.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, there's different ways we can do it, but
yeah, but that's
if we get the
dough quick, right? If we get the dough, we need a sponsor.
Whether we get sponsors or we have a couple good weeks here, maybe
that's right.
Maybe
we win
we'll
something
get
all right. We win something on that Alabama game.
So if I don't have to buck up too much for the Christmas presents and all that kind of stuff,
right.
Maybe we'll have a little left over for a college football bowl pool. So moving on in our fantasy league, Webb, Jersey Smitt, New Orleans Smitt moving right up the ranks. Now tied for first with the Bulldozers and Bishop Sycamore and Lojo at 7. All 4 teams tied at 7-3.
Teams tied for first. Okay, wow.
There's 2 divisions, so it's like 2 and 2 at this point.
That's
I'm not
good.
sure how many teams make the playoffs, but we'll be getting there. But anyway, nice week. I'm moving on. I'm moving on up in that. Anyway, what do we want to talk about this week? One thing stands out real quick, Webb. We talked a little bit about OBJ. It just goes to show that's why it's so stupid for LeBron to be like, "Oh, welcome to LA. It's time to ball out."
Freedom,
Football,
free OBJ.
Football is a team game.
The ultimate team sport.
If you're a wide receiver, your quarterback's got to be in point. Your offensive line's got to be on. Like a lot of things have to happen.
Your offensive coordinator. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Nobody thought OBJ was going to go there and just go off. Only idiots. Only idiots. But maybe down the road he's going to help him out and start making some plays.
Right.
And I get they came out opening play. They throw him a little 5-yard out. Okay, here. Got one catch. Let's get going. Now the D's got to respect you a little bit. Like you're not just out there doing whatever. But then the same series, Stafford forces one down the field. I don't know what the hell was going on there.
Awful. Well, I guess they said OBJ quit on the route or whatever, so he stopped. But he was high all night at Stafford. He was high and went over the middle to that rookie guy, number 19, and he was high on the other one that should have got picked off even before that. So, I mean, it just clearly they were not on the same page. He wasn't even in the picture, in the screen, OBJ, on that first interception. It's funny because they anoint these teams. Like the Cowboys were going to the Super Bowl, they lose. They were down literally 30-0 in the next game. And then the Rams were the best team. They just got their ass kicked up and down the field. The game wasn't even as close as it even looked at the end. Even the final score wasn't even that close. So,
right, and it was one of those games that it's funny. Like, so you bring on Von Miller too. He's finally on the field.
Right.
You think, oh man, that's what I love about football. All right, you can have all these fancy pieces and parts and shiny this and that, but at the end of the day, sometimes teams just punch you in the fucking mouth, and that's what happened last night. San Francisco came out and they said, listen, we're gonna fucking rent. I don't care if you have fucking what's the
every all-star player,
the defensive lineman. That's all everything.
Aaron Donald.
We're just gonna fucking run it down your fucking gut.
Right.
And then once in a while, Jimmy G's gonna throw, but we're gonna run it down your gut so fucking much that when he throws, he's gonna go. I think it was like 8 of 8 or maybe 11 or 11 at some point because this shit was just wide open.
It was gonna be open. Yep.
Right.
Well, they kept cheating up the safeties. You had to. The dude was taking 5 and 6 yards, and one dude was ripping off.
Right. And you got a wide receiver like Deebo Samuel, who nobody wants to tackle that fucking guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's powerful. The dude is powerful. And anyway, that's what's cool about football is sometimes you can have all this fancy shit, and other teams just punch you right in the mouth. So we can't say we weren't rooting against the Rams last night.
Right, they're very easy to root against, and the Lakers lost last night too. Again, very easy to root against. But even like it just seemed like you texted me, like it even just seemed like that was the game plan. Like they got together in a room and just said, "Listen, there's nothing crazy here. We're just gonna run. Fuck these guys. They got every name in the book." Clearly, they don't function with the salary cap like the rest of the league. We're just going to run them down there, punch them right in the mouth from the opening kickoff, and that's going to be it. And we're going to get out of here with a win, and we'll be back in the conversation.
We'll throw it 4 yards to Kittle every once in a while. We have to let him run over a few guys.
Right, exactly. Right. Yep. And then that'll open up things for Deebo a little bit, and we'll pitch it to him. Yep.
And they did. That was an ass whooping last night, and
they beat him down. Like it wasn't even. They were never in jeopardy. Like they ain't coming back ever on this game,
So are the new college football standings out? I haven't really looked.
I didn't see. I think it would be. It may not yet. I think maybe 7 o'clock tonight is so which
Oh,
is
it's tonight.
maybe,
We're doing for those listening. We're doing it a day, a little early here, a little early.
Today's Tuesday. Yeah, back on
Tuesday.
darts
So
on
these
Wednesday.
picks, take them with a grain of salt. Keep an eye on the injury
Things
report.
can change. Yes.
Yeah, no doubt. So anyway, but I wanted to bring up. We talked about this a little bit. Well, first of all, your team took a hit. I said Baylor last week. Your Oklahoma team is probably out of it.
Yeah,
now.
I thought that. Yeah, they're done. They're done. That was you can't come back from that display.
The team that's still hanging around, and I can see it happening. I can see it coming a mile away. There's going to be a lot of crybaby shit going on when the Final Four comes out at some point in the season. Cincinnati again.
I don't care.
We took them against who'd they play against the other night?
2 in a row, and neither time did they show up. I don't
Tulane,
even know.
they didn't show up till
not even close.
They put a touchdown on in the fourth quarter just to make it look like it's in the team.
Maybe right,
but it was close. Tulane came, 3 minutes left, could have won. And then this game the other night, what was it, Tulsa? Who the fuck?
Something
who,
like
who,
that.
Who do they play?
And
Some
it's even
garbage.
you like you're, but even that's even a different team that Tulane that started. They were worse. That was a third string quarterback. They had a bunch of injuries. So it wasn't even like, the Tulane played Oklahoma's good the first game of the year.
Right.
But Cincinnati, they blew it. They had it.
South Florida. They end up winning.
They're horrible.
They end up winning by 17. But they put a touchdown on like late. No, nothing touchdown. We look for covers. Look for covers here. The asshole on TV is saying, "Well, it's not you're not playing for style points anymore." But
what?
Fuck, of course you are.
It's still a vote here. Just you got to get voted into the top. It's only difference. There's still at some point someone has to make a decision. Those 12 guys are how many? I mean, maybe not even all guys. Those 12 people on the panel or whatever it is. It's a panel.
Right.
It's a vote.
Right. If we were on the panel, our vote would be that they're not the top 4 team in the country.
Right.
And then you can plug that into the computer and spit some shit out. But the votes are like if you have 12 dudes saying they're number 1 and you put that in the computer, it's going to come out as number 1.
Right.
If you have 12 dudes saying they're like number 6,
Right.
and you put that in the computer with a whole bunch of other shit, RPI and everything else, they're not going to be number 1. Fucking, right. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
it is style points. And when I'm fucking betting on you laying like 12, 14 points against the Tulanes and the fucking South Floridas of the world, you better cover.
Practice. Yep. Awful.
Unbelievable. So, I mean, I don't know. I can see it now. They're going to be crying. We talked a lot about them when they won that Notre Dame game. We're like, man, might be for real. This is the big time for them. Nothing. They haven't done anything but like showed up to this rest of the game.
They had an opportunity, especially there was like I think that one game was a Thursday night game. They could have just walked them and put themselves right at the top and be like, listen, these are crushing teams. They don't look back. They're mentally tough, all this other shit. They're playing SMU 11.5 this week. Like, fuck them.
Right. Yeah, I think they were on ESPN last week on Friday night.
Yeah.
Right. This was the time to go out and win by 30.
This is the time to get to style points. Right. You know, the 1 o'clock,
when everybody's watching.
The noon kickoff when it's George is playing Auburn and Oklahoma and Texas are on. That's the one you can sneak a 17-point win in. Yep. That one there's nothing else on.
Garbage. And then to make it worse, so I'm watching the Cincinnati game. I think maybe it was ESPN 2, which is not, whatever. So they're playing a 2-16. They're beating them by 10 points in the fourth quarter. ESPN changes it to U.S. versus Mexico soccer.
That's right.
That's how you know you're irrelevant.
Right.
Do they do that to Clemson and Alabama if they're playing South Florida? No fucking way.
That's right.
No way. And they'd be winning by 40, and they would still be on.
Leave it on. Right. They'd be like,
listen, USA versus Mexico is on ESPN News. It'd be coming across the bottom.
Right at the bottom. Right.
Not the other way around.
Right. We'll switch. Right. As soon as this game ends. Right. That's right.
Anyway, funny thing over the weekend, the University of Texas, the Longhorns, our guy Steve Sarkisian, lose to the powerhouse Kansas Jayhawks.
What was it, 32, 31 was the number, right?
Did it go to OT?
I don't know. I just heard someone talk. That's unbelievable. It's crazy. And you know how that's borderline impossible to happen. That's crazy.
It just goes to show there's not other guys for these jobs out there. Right. This dude got fired from USC for being drunk.
literally acts like I think maybe coach, like definitely being at team functions with like his bosses, all like
like at the fundraiser and the gala,
right.
just loaded. You know, like a fun, you know, an event, a fundraising event
where he's got to be on his A game.
Right. Raising funds, talking to the boosters,
Right. Kids' parent. Right. Kids.
I don't think it's a one-time deal. I think that was like a, you know, it wasn't like a one-time deal.
Right. Exactly.
Right. So there's nobody else. The Lane Kiffins and the Sarkeesians of the world. There's no young guys out there
that needs a job that's proven, that's put in some time and can catch a break. I mean, the same thing. And that you know, they're going to give some dude, you know, 6 years or whatever. No, 6 years at $10 million a year, and then they're going to end up firing him and they're going to pay him $17 million just to not work there.
A la Coach O. Yeah.
Right. And now
don't work anymore. Here's $18 million.
Just go away. And then, but why? And now I'm seeing that Jimbo Fisher was mentioned for the game, for the job, the LSU job, and now Lincoln Riley. So if you're either one of those, like, what makes that job better than, like, why is an LSU job, if they're paying you the same money, better than an Oklahoma job or A&M, vice versa? It's not like they're coming from
Oklahoma. At Oklahoma, with the way Lincoln Riley has it set up now, you're guaranteed to go 10-2 every year. Every once in a while, you win the other couple games
until he gets into the SEC.
Yeah, that's true. True.
So
but I think they might get better players at LSU than on the regular than A&M. But
not in Oklahoma, I don't think.
No, I don't know. But I'm liking that dude from Baylor. He was the defensive coordinator under Coach O when they won the national championship, and he's doing a good job at Baylor now. But
that would make sense, going from Baylor to LSU.
Well, right, that's a step up, obvious step up.
Right.
You've done all you can. You've done all you can do at Baylor. You're 8-2.
Right.
You knocked off Oklahoma.
Right.
It's not gonna get. You're not gonna get better. You're not gonna get that.
This is your
well
year
of players coming in.
Right.
It's year one. You can't go. You're only gonna go backwards.
Right. Yep. There's only one way to go here.
So, anyway, we were hard on Aaron Rodgers last week, but he came out. They balled out. Whooped Seattle's ass at home. They just keep winning when they need to. When the chips are down, Webb, they come through. But it doesn't.
I mean, he wins.
Like Rodgers any better.
No, I mean, I don't. I dislike him. It's not even but he wins. He's good, man. I mean, that's why he can be the way he is. If he wasn't this good, he wouldn't be such a dick. So.
Was thinking, I heard this the other day on radio, Greenberg, whatever, said, and he made a good point. This could have been the chance right now for the Green Bay front office to get Aaron Rodgers. If they cared about getting Aaron Rodgers in their corner, they could have come out or told Aaron Rodgers, listen, I don't care what the fuck you do. We'll absorb any fucking fines that you get. We don't care what the fuck happens. We'll fucking go out in front of the fucking media and take the heat. You just fucking win fucking football games.
Right. Right. We'll take this bullet. No problem.
We'll vouch for you. We'll say whatever.
We'll say we did this.
We'll take the heat.
Yep.
And I thought that was a good point. It was a chance that Aaron Rodgers maybe could have said, well, that's fucking pretty cool. But he's such a dick that he probably would just screw them over anyway.
Right. They would do something like that. And he'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
They didn't do anything.
He would tweet something stupid later on, like Last Dance. I told you.
Right.
So, all right. So, shout out, great job, Rev G. Shout out to all our sponsors. Anything else we want to cover this week before we get right into the picks this week?
That just shocks me. I mean, the NFL wanted this, I suppose, but this is what team is good? Right? I mean, Aaron Rodgers' team is real good, but the first game of the season, they got smoked. There's no Wager Makers Express coming by.
Baby, coming through.
It's just literally a week-to-week league. The Cowboys were losing 30-0 to the Broncos last week. And I was with soccer. By the time I got there, the Cowboys, it was like 36-3. It was the second quarter. They scored 29 points in the second quarter. It's a team that just got beat, was losing 30-0 at home.
And what's fucked up is because I was in Arizona, that was the game that was on TV. So I watched it. I watched every down.
Oh, yeah, right.
So that's what caused me to not have them in the Survivor.
Right.
I should have known better because the NFL is just the way it is. That was a bad game. Now we're at home against Atlanta, but of course Atlanta beat the Saints. And now I'm thinking, well, they're 4-4. Maybe they're getting their shit going. You know, Dallas, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe Dak is still hurt. I don't know what the fuck. What happens? We take the Falcons this week, getting 10 points, and the fucking Cowboys blow the doors off the fucking place.
They just absolutely crushed them. Like it wasn't.
And we were even on the over, and it was such a bad game. It was 43-3.
Like they were just taking dudes out. Like they were like, get them out.
Dallas gets 43 points, and we don't get our over 52 or whatever.
Right. Yeah, how about that? Right.
Like we don't even get. I'm like, well, certainly Atlanta with Matt Ryan will get like 2 touchdowns in the second half just for
right.
You know,
exactly. Just be I just out of anything. Unbelievable.
Then we got. Go ahead.
Did you see Teddy Bridgewater? The non-tackle on the interception?
No, what he just
you
fucking
gotta watch this, dude. He throws a pick, and the dude runs, and he kind of literally just does this number. Got turned his head, the dude run right past him, and then they called him out on it. He was like, I was playing him towards the sideline, and they played it out again, and he had to come out and like apologize. Look, it's like one of the top stories on the app. Teddy Bridgewater apologized. He just said, I didn't get it done. I didn't do it.
It's like, look, dude, I wasn't tackling that fucking guy.
To me, it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like you had to take you can't play him. Like he literally did not want to play football in that instance. And he looked like he was just tired of the whole scene. He's like, fuck this.
And again, the same team that beat the shit in Dallas of the Cowboys.
Yep.
So what do we do? Well, we take Denver. Denver's getting her shit together. And then they come out and get smoked. Who the fuck did the Broncos? The Eagles, 30-13 at home.
What's the guy's name? Darius Slay was the dude who made the number 2.
At home.
Made the pick. Yeah, watch the just go when you were done or later. Just Google and just watch him. Just whoop. They didn't even want to.
So we had a rough week. Webb had a rough week in the NFL. I think we got 1 win out of about 7 or 8 picks. We had Falcons and over. That was losers. We had the Colts. They gave up a late touchdown. We had Tennessee. They gave up a late touchdown and don't give up the 2-point conversion. I would have been happy if the Saints won the game and I lost money. I would have been happy if Tennessee won and covered, but we got the double fucking whammy. We knew that was. I think I said it in the fourth quarter. They were down by 8. I was like, you know what's going to happen here. I texted you. I said the Saints are going to win. I mean, they're gonna score a touchdown and not get the 2-pointer.
Yep.
Clockwork, like fucking clockwork.
Yeah. Right.
I like the Patriots. We got against that. What do they do? 45-7.
Oh my God! They again look like a juggernaut.
We like the Bills. We stayed away from that. 45-17.
10,000 and nothing. Yep.
We like the Cardinals, but at that time we thought people were playing. But we like the Chargers. The Vikings go on the road.
Yeah, the Chargers are dropping like a rock now too.
Go on the road and fucking whoop them. Rough week. We like the Raiders and the over. The only thing we got was the over Raiders. Over Raiders. Thanks to the Chiefs whooping ass.
We should have. I mean, at least the Cowboys, that one, we should have got that over. That would have been another one. And then the Saints. So maybe but I'm begging for 3 wins.
Would have should.
I'm begging for 3 wins. Right.
Well, but the good news is, everybody, it means we're due.
Oh,
we are due.
That's
due.
right.
We did win.
Very good.
Well, me and you won the first. We've been playing this fucking square pool every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night for fucking 3 fucking years.
Right, long time.
And this is the first time we had the 1 and the 0 came out. And that worked out good.
That's
all right, so let's just go ahead. Let's get a picks. You want to do NFL first? Want to switch it up? What do you feel like doing?
Sure.
Do you like? Thing you like?
I have a couple written down. I like the Bills -7 over the Colts. The Bills. I mean, you can't. Who's going to go? It's tough to go against that last week, but I don't know. You know, we're kind of just talking about going against these teams that play well. There's a team. They suck so bad. The other team that I think the Bills can win at home. They haven't won at home, seems like, in a while. Colts are playing pretty good, but they're not that good. And it's only a touchdown. Right. So I was looking. We've got to bet on something here.
I'm down with the Bills -7. Funny, they whooped up on your boy Perone and we got a lot of Jets fans that listen to the show.
Oh yeah.
There's been talk that this is the worst. I think you quoted somebody the other day saying that this is the worst Jets team of all time.
Ever.
And I would say that's really fucking saying something.
That is a huge statement. That's a huge statement. Like there's been some bad Jets teams. And for this to say it's the worst team.
This cat, Kevin White, comes out in one game, plays pretty good.
Mike White.
And then all we do is hear him talk. What is his name?
Mike
White. So all we do is hear him talk for the week. He's talking shit. I think he was talking like he was like the man up there now. And now there's like quarterback controversy. Who's going to play when he comes in? All this kind of stuff. Even the other guy was like, man, I got to play more like he did when he was in there. And what he did, he throws four interceptions.
Yep.
Total got the beat down. And so I don't know.
Yeah,
All right, Bills. What's next?
Next one I have is the Titans against the Texans. 10.5 is the number. They don't seem to be missing a beat. I'm shocked. They're 8-2, right? I think they're second, sort of number one seed at this point. I mean, it's a little early to talk about that, but still 8-2 is 8-2.
Even without Derrick Henry's winning games.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think are they 2-0 without him? Maybe?
Yeah. Yep.
Jeez. And the Texans, they suck. Doesn't matter. They just, I mean, this team is, I don't know what they're doing. They don't seem to have a plan. So that's one I looked at as well. The Tennessee's home. When we don't get backdoored or something here, I think we'll be good.
Right. Yep. I'm down with that.
The other couple games here, I have the Niners written down, and I guess it's almost, who we're betting against. They seem to have a great plan, which they haven't had in several of the games. I think even last week I was like, what are these guys doing? But if they kind of come out with some offensive plan like they did, they can move the ball. Their defense is pretty good. I mean, they got players on their defense. So it's at Jaguars -6.5, under a touchdown. Again, the Jaguars, they got 2 wins. I think they're pretty much. How many are they going to get? So.
Right. There's a lot of red flags in this game to me. Number one, whenever a team looks really good at home on a Monday night and then goes on the road laying points, that's always an issue. Whenever a team from the West Coast goes to the East Coast, that sometimes is an issue.
It's not.
But to me that they play that. We thought their defense would be pretty good going in. They weren't. But they're getting a lot of guys back and healthy. Kittle, when Kittle and Deebo Samuel are playing on that team, they're a whole different. They're a whole different
point.
Team.
That's a great point. Yeah, because a lot of those games, even without, Kittle just gives him. I think he just feels so much better when he's on Jimmy G. I'm talking about. And
you can throw him a 3-yard pass. They give him shovel passes to get 7 yards every time. Whenever you need it.
If it's third down, the dude's going to get you. Just get him the ball a couple yards over the line. He'll run over 3 or 4 dudes. And that one, he scored that touchdown. Was that him who scored that touchdown?
Yeah. And he went up and got that ball.
And that was in traffic. That was a hell of a catch.
Yeah.
So, again, I get your flags here, but, I wasn't seeing too much else. And the Jags, again, still.
I'm down.
And then this last one, I'm not sure. This is the Sunday night game, but what's going on because Mason Rudolph clearly can't get the job done either. So I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh, but and I'm not sure what's going on with the Chargers either, but I did have the Chargers written down here -5. So I don't know.
I'm down with the Chargers. Even with
Big Ben.
Big Ben. I think that seems like the Steelers have been at home.
Right, they never play.
Seems like they've been home a lot, and that helps them out a lot. I feel like now they're going on a road. It's time for the Steelers to look. They tied Detroit, and I know Big Ben wasn't there, but they tied Detroit this week.
Yep.
And
they were.
That's more indicative of what they are.
Yeah, right. They were good. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So that works for me, and that's the only 4 that I have written down.
All right. And there's like you say, there's just so many teams you just have no idea who they are. Who are the Browns? Are the Lions?
Right.
But the Lions seem like they play somebody close every week, and they
might be right. Yeah, and even how about the Bucks? They lost 3 in a row, or 2, right? Or didn't they lose 3?
And what about the shit ass Ravens? They go to the Bears. The Bears aren't
right. Yep.
completely inept. It'll be like two quarterbacks that just run and can't throw shit. But this will be the week. The Ravens win by 50 fucking points.
Right, and then Superman is back. They'll be like, oh,
they knocked me out of Survivor with the Dolphins.
Right, exactly. Right. Where was Superman then? Whatever they. And even what's the Minnesota's at home? Green Bay's 8-2. They're gonna go 15-2. And Minnesota just had a big win. I can't tell you who they are. Same to Saints and the Eagles. That's another tough one. Yep. I think the Saints should probably get that. But who's the quarterback?
How about Minnesota and Green Bay?
Right.
Are here's one to look at. So they're in the Dome in Minnesota, and the over is 49 in that game. I could see that. I could see that game going over.
Yeah, I could go with that too. That's that works for me.
Over Vikings in the Dome. Those guys, Kirk Cousins, he'll give you points one way or another.
Right. He's going to throw it exactly.
Yeah, Jets Dolphins. So what do we do? What do we do here? That's
what do you do there?
Is there a more garbage game in the world than the Jets and the Dolphins?
Awful. Why would anyone go to the
Panthers Washington football team? Is there a worse? Is there?
That's another
Who,
bad.
who are these people?
Right. At least there's a little bit of drama with Cam Newton being in there. At least,
And
So,
he'll be playing against his old coach as well.
Right. There you go. There's even more to it. Yeah, but again, who are you going to bet on?
You just think Panthers have basically shit the bed, and then they go to Carolina. I mean, go to the Cardinals and kick ass, and then you think, well, Washington football team, we thought they were going to be good, but they can't beat anybody, and then they beat Tampa, beat up on Tampa.
Right. Yep. Right. They beat Tampa. Beat them up. Exactly.
Here's you. Here's one I like. I like the Raiders to bounce back this week and take the Bengals.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting a point. That's a good one. I mean, that's a coin flip. At least we're getting a point.
Cardinals go to the Seahawks. We have no idea. It's Tuesday night. We have no idea who's playing in that game.
Right. I can't pick that.
The Monday night, Giants, Buccaneers. Do the Buccaneers get right, or the Giants? I think Saquon Barkley is starting to practice again. I don't know if he'll be ready for Monday night, but I don't know if that matters or not.
Is Gronk back and AB back? I mean, that seems to be
they weren't last week, and that was an issue for them. Tampa Bay's lost 2 in a row. The Giants have won 2 of the last 3, and they only lost to Kansas City by 3 points. Are they starting to play better? Who knows?
Right. I mean, I got no problem. You want to take some points and just see how they do.
Giants,
because at least they got some credit. They got some skin on the wall for us.
All right, that gives us 7. Let's find one more on here. Get to 8. Do we take the Lions? Do we take the Lions? They get coming off a tie. Feeling good about them. You feel good about yourself after a tie when you have no.
Take the Lions plus 10. I mean, I have no faith in Cleveland.
All right. So we got the Lions, Bills, Titans, Niners, Chargers, over Vikings, Raiders, and Giants. Boom.
Love it. Winners.
Boom, boom. Those are winners. You're welcome.
Welcome.
What did you say? Right. You said some other thing the other day. That's pretty fun. All right. NCAA football.
There it is.
And don't forget, guys, you can go to sportswatchmonitor.com and you can buy our daily picks any day of the week.
That's a hot
NBA, we do NHL, all that kind of stuff.
College hoops is back.
That game tonight.
Yep.
So
we got action next 3 nights, I think. Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday just a regular game, Tuesday and Friday.
Here's what I do like. If you want to know, a Wednesday night, I like Central Michigan. This team has a running back on that team. I watched the other night. Awesome. This Nichols dude and the quarterback Richardson. These guys can ball out. I like Central Michigan over Ball State tomorrow night.
Ball State. That's fair enough. I like that. I'll take that. No problem. My pick, I really like San Diego State on Friday night against UNLV. Minus 10.5 on the road.
Dig it. They're rolling 9-1.
They're good. Well, yeah. So I do like that one.
All right, I'm down with that. Couple other games. They got Southern Miss and Louisiana Tech. Garbage. Memphis goes to Houston. Houston's only 9.5 in that one. Arizona, Washington State, and Air Force. We usually like going, but they're playing Nevada. That's going to be a pretty good game there.
Nevada and Air Force. Yeah, I mean that's tough. 1.5. Nevada. I think I had it once or twice, and they actually went 1 for me. But I like the Air Force. I like that. That's tough. I don't know. I'm covered, I think, that night. We got
all right. There's the one game on Thursday. There's Louisville and Duke, but it's a large point spread. It's at Duke.
I say Duke can score. They can't score more than 6 or 10 points. I mean, if you're going to
tell me. What was the one game we were watching? They were like, they haven't scored a touchdown in like 3 games or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We bet someone against. That was easy. Maybe Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
I mean, that's never a bad bet going against Duke.
All right, we'll take Louisville.
So we'll take Louisville. We got
one game Wednesday, one game Thursday, and one game
Friday, right? Yeah.
All right. All right. What do you like Saturday?
I mean, it's weird because I never really have a real big lean on any of these bigger games. The first one I saw, I got Iowa written down here against Illinois, minus 13. Iowa's 8-2. They've been good to us. I mean, they did lose 1, but
I was just going to tell you how many times we're going to lose on Iowa. But go ahead.
Well, did they win last week? They won last week, I think. They beat Minnesota, right?
I thought that was a loser last week.
Let me see.
I think they were. Oh, you ended up pushing. Like it depended on what we.
Oh, that's what it was.
It was a 5 on game day, but we were laying 6. Well, they gave up a late touchdown. They were winning.
I forget that. They only scored like 14 points. That's right.
27-22.
What am I watching? What am I looking? Hold on.
Iowa. They beat Minnesota 27-22, but we were kind of winning. They gave up. Oh no, they actually scored a field goal at the end. Remember, they were on a goal line.
That's what it was. Right.
Two.
Yep.
And I thought they were taking a knee, and they ended up kicking a field goal at least. And some of the bets won. One of my pools they covered the 4.5, and another one it was like 5.5.
That's what it was. Yep.
So I'm good. We'll go Iowa. Do you like your Oklahoma team to bounce back at home this week? Only laying 4 to Iowa State, or you think that was they're going to have a letdown?
That's tough. I mean, I got no problem betting. No, Iowa State I thought was going to be good at the beginning of the year. I don't have. This is games at home. I mean, I think Oklahoma kind of showed what they really are, but I think they could win that game by 4. I got no problem taking that. That's up to you.
I'll take Oklahoma.
All right.
Another one, Alabama's at home. Arkansas is a good team. They've been a good team all year, Webb. But Alabama, I almost feel like you can lay 3 touchdowns to almost anybody. Against them, and nothing against Arkansas, but they don't have the fire. If they get down, they're not going to have the firepower to get back into that game, and that's going to be trouble for them.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say no. I'm not going to bet on Alabama. It's in Alabama. Yeah, this is another game just for Alabama, just to flex even more.
They know about style points. They know about style.
They understand. They understand how it's done.
Let's see here. Michigan, Maryland, Pitt, Virginia.
How about your Baylor team? I got them written down here.
I do like Baylor. They're playing.
I think they're on the road. Even pick them against K-State.
I did like Baylor. I thought you would make fun of me, but I've been on them a lot, and they've let us down one time, but they've come back. They've come back.
Baylor. And then I do like it seems like every week too. I've been betting BYU. They're on the road. I don't know. This is an odd game though. Like they're playing Georgia Southern. I don't know why. This seems like. Was there a game like canceled early in the season or something? Like I don't know why.
I think the deal is BYU in a conference, or they're still like an independent, so they just play weird shit.
Yeah, but this just seems even weird. But they're only laying 20. They're 8-2, and we've had them a couple times. We might have one loss, but several times winners. And Georgia Southern's 3-7, so I like BYU.
Right, I'm down with that.
And that's really all I have here, Smitt.
Yep. We could possibly go UCLA over USC. Both of those teams are kind of crap. We could go with Auburn over South Carolina, but that's 7 and book.
I looked at that. I mean,
I know you love Oregon. They're only laying 3.
Yeah, where's that at? Yeah, that's tough though.
At Utah.
All right, let's take Oregon. We'll find out one way or the other what they're made of.
Oregon has to win. Oregon has to.
Right. And 3 points.
Yeah, for all the marbles. They
don't beat them by 3. They might as well lose.
Yep.
Of course, Notre Dame plays nobody again.
Virginia Tech's getting 8 from Miami. Miami kind of stinks, and they had a big game against Florida State last year, and they let it last week, and they kind of pissed it away last second. What about Virginia Tech plus the 8?
They just fired their coach. I don't know if you care about that or not. No, Virginia Tech.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like today, something Fuentes or something his name was. And I thought they were decent, but I guess they had some higher expectations. I can't find it. What's the record? What's Virginia Tech's record?
Both teams are 5-5. Miami's laying 8 at home to Virginia Tech.
All right.
Virginia Tech last week beat up on Duke. Miami, like I said, Miami's lost Florida State, but then they beat Georgia Tech. They beat Pitt and NC State. So I don't know. Maybe they are better than we think, but they're both 5-5.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the 8 points. So we could use some points in the college.
All right, and then a team that I've been liking all year, and they rolled for me again last week. Now they go on a road, little tougher spot probably, laying double digits. Oklahoma State has been good to me. They were good to me last week. I forgot to pick them on the show, but I bet them on Saturday. Oklahoma State goes to Texas Tech, 5-4 Texas Tech team. Oklahoma State's still 9-1.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't got to I looked at that one briefly too. I wouldn't be shocked if they lose, obviously, but that's fine. We'll take that one.
Okay, that gets us to 8 on Saturday and then 3 during the week. Do you see anything else you want to?
No, just a couple of interesting, like Rutgers. I saw Rutgers was playing Penn State. I was like, I wonder what that spread was. I was thinking of taking Penn State, and it's like 19.5. Just seems high.
Well, you called it last week. I think you liked them against, I think it was Illinois or Indiana last week. You said that could be a play. And they roll. I think Rutgers rolled last week, didn't they?
Yeah. I'm not saying take them. That just seems like a high number there. And then I was looking at Purdue a little bit too, -11. Northwestern, not their best year. There's 3-7, but I think we have enough covered here.
Right. What about Texas after that shit loss goes to West Virginia? West Virginia is not very good either, but they're at home. I could see them maybe putting one on, getting a chance to put one on Texas. 56.5.
I mean, I might like the over there. They're going to score. Texas scored 56 alone last week,
and gave up 50 to
57.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, over Texas.
Yeah. I think it don't matter what happens. Just run up and down the field.
That'll do us.
Yep.
All right. Central Michigan, San Diego State, Louisville, Iowa, Oklahoma, Alabama, big boys, Baylor, BYU, Oregon, Virginia Tech, Oklahoma State, and over Texas.
Winners. We're back. This is our week to turn the tide.
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good about this week.
Off the schneid.
I'm tied for the first place in the wager maker pick'em, so I'm gonna fucking take control with 2 weeks left. After that,
it's a big week. If you're up there, you got a shot. I'm probably out of it, so unless I go 10-0 or something like that.
Have a couple of those pop a couple 8 and 2s out there.
Yeah, maybe make it interesting at least. Yep. We'll see though. We'll see. Rev G.
Thank you all for listening. Spread the word. Wilbur Investigations, MN3 Technologies, Buffalo Grill, Little Rock, Arkansas, Little Saint the Goat, See Really. Devin in a minute is going to tell you about how to watch on YouTube, and make sure you watch, subscribe, like, share, whatever the hell else you can do. And if you like the show, help us out.
Yeah, come on.
Congrats to Rev G.
Yes, congrats.
Take us home, Webb.
We are looking for a sponsor for the College Bowl pool, correct, Smitt? So anyone who wants to throw a couple dollars into the ring. Correct. So let's go on that. Brick by brick, baby. Thanks everybody for listening. Really appreciate everybody sharing, and listening. You're welcome.
Hey guys, it's Devin. Make sure you subscribe to the Wager Makers podcast on YouTube, like all their videos, and click that bell so that you turn on your post notifications and you never miss another video.
Welcome to the Wager Makers podcast with Webb and Smitt.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Wager Maker podcast.
Brick by brick, baby.
Yeah. Here
comes the Wager Maker
Here I go.
Express.
I hear y'all sick of losing money cause y'all don't know how to bet. Better hit that Wager Maker podcast with Smitt and Webb. They gon' show y'all how to do this. Take these notes like y'all some students. Y'all can't seem to pick them right. Well, tonight y'all lucky night. It's that Wager Maker podcast. Wager Maker podcast. Wager Maker podcast. Your bookie getting sick cause we built this brick by brick. It's that Wager Maker podcast. It's that Wager Maker podcast. It's that Wager Maker podcast. Come and place your bets with that WM Express. Let's go.